So very good evening, one and all. I'm Karthikeya Kumar, and today we are going to know very in detail about what exactly is K3 Consultants and what is the purpose of this particular session. And first of all, I would thank Sridhar Reddy Garu from VBIT who has been supporting us since morning, and we have been having continuous discussions. And we welcome you, sir. And we also would like to thank Amarendra Rao Garu, who is the principal of VBIT, and Venkatesh Rao Garu, the head of the department. We are glad to have you here along with your students, sir. And I'm Karthikeya Kumar, and I'll be taking forward this session, and I'll be discussing about what are the various opportunities we have on this and why is this particularly designed today. So the main agenda is about the hiring and training opportunities with K3 consultants. Looking at the pandemic situations, we have decided to come up with some sort of proposals and discussions with people. Thank you so much. So this is all about me in detail. I'm currently working as an assistant vice president. I'm a consultant HR analyst and a cybersecurity advisor. I'm also a leadership coach and a guest faculty for various institutions. I'm a security advisor for international companies and a mentor. So this is my profession for the last 16 years. And am I not audible? Am I not audible? Thank you. So I'm audible, right? Thank you so much. So I would like to present a quick AV about what exactly is K3 Consultants and why is that we are here today. So kindly go through this AV once and then we'll have a discussion. Thank you so much. That's a very small AV on our company. So it's just a very quick 30 seconds AV, sir. And I'm going to share the AV with everyone on the group again. So this is my team. So these were the first two people whom we had along with K3 consultants. Even today they are there with us. So Dr. KV Sharma, who is an author, a statistical consultant, and a lifetime achievement awardee. He just recently retired as a professor, and he has been there with us for the last 28 years. I mean, like we have been working with them directly and indirectly, and now he has been with us very closely since the last 7.5 years on a very direct line. And another madam by name Sharada, she is a statistical consultant. Again, she is SAS certified and a Six Sigma black belt holder. And this is my existing new team because very recently I have taken the role of AVP and then I started refining the team. So Miss Sangeeta is our human resource manager, and Karishma is our campus ambassador, and Miss Pratyusha is also our campus ambassador. So we should thank these three people for joining us very easily and quickly rather, and they have been supporting us on a daily basis on many factors. So this is a very small team. So before I go ahead and speak about what exactly we do here is very clear. K3 Consultants has been established in 2016 and we are a company currently working as a technology and management consultants. So before pandemic, and things were very good, and with this company support we have been there across pan India and abroad. I myself delivered various sessions and consultancy activities for multinational companies across Canada, Malaysia, and then Germany and Netherlands. And presently we are ongoing with a couple of companies from Europe where I'm supporting them on a daily basis on various security aspects in terms of cyber security. So this company has been established, founded by Mr. Srikanth, who happens to live in Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. And the motto of this particular company is primarily to deliver those trainings and also those consultancy services, though they are already existing in the market, but we wanted to get them on a very very different basis, and we have been successful for the past 4.5 years, rather 3.5 years, on this particular aspect. Until now we have got ample number of clients, and we have been working very very well with these people. We delivered the sessions across various colleges. We delivered the training programs for universities and for the multinational companies. In fact, we supported a couple of NGOs also on this. We were associated with over 15 NGOs across pan India. Now, when I come back to the actual discussion of providing support services to the companies, yes, we have been doing the support services to various companies in terms of technology assistance, like providing IoT based solutions and also HR based solutions, where that could actually reduce the cost to the company, and implement it more effectively on a qualitative basis. So, but post COVID, what happened is, because of all these situations, we had a discussion with more than 15 companies since the last 1 week. We have been struggling, not only me, many of the companies have been struggling to survive. And I personally met few companies which have literally shut down. So that means, since they cannot get into any sort of operations at this particular point of time. So what we did here is very clear, that we wanted to still survive and we wanted to make other companies to survive. So before I go ahead, let me first of all again re-invite, or let me thank Dr. Amarendra Rao Garu, Principal from VBIT. Very good evening, sir. Thank you very much for being here. And I'm thankful to you and your entire management, and Sridhar Garu for you having your students also here with us. So we are going to have a discussion, because we want people like you to be with us for an interactive session. So we have a panel discussion kind of here at the end of the presentation also, sir. So kindly bear with us. It would not take more than 15 minutes, this presentation. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sridhar Garu. So during this pandemic, what we felt is, instead of leaving the people alone and then looking at so many companies struggling to survive, I thought, like, why can't we work together hand in hand? Because in my experience of the last 16 years, I have come across various people who have been very much closed minded, rather they never wanted to open up. And I met very few people who are like, they wanted to help people, they wanted to go hand in hand. So meeting all of them and my experience of learning with from these people had made me to be what I am today. So during this pandemic time, we decided to go with almost 15 companies. We had discussions, out of which we already entered into MOU with 3 companies for supporting them in terms of delivering the trainings and other consultancy activities. And we also entered MOU into two different colleges, one from Mumbai and the other one from Pune. So where we are going to deliver the trainings and as well as the classwork for them through online for the next academic year. This is also being done. And we are looking forward. We have submitted MOUs to a couple of colleges where we are trying to support them on the new curriculum and also the skill set basis. And all these activities have been happening, and these would happen as long as the colleges are ready to work with us. And for the companies, yes, we are always there to support. If you're we support the companies in terms of reducing the cost, in terms of recruitment, selection, payroll management, and also technology management. And we have made a decision, all the 15 people with whom we had a discussion, we are not going to invest any money. We are going to work very very virtually, because virtual office is going to be the one of those finest concept which has always been there in India. Unfortunately, we never recognized it, because the places where I worked across Canada, Germany, Netherlands, all these offices have always been virtual. So we sit at one particular place, discuss, and then go back and just get connected over the cloud. So there are a lot of opportunities that we can explore just by sitting at home. I request all the parents to encourage your children, and also colleges to encourage your students to be a part of those virtual working companies, because at this point of time, we don't know how many years the situations would be like this. So virtually working is also very good for health, right? So we are going to discuss more on this. Now, what are the primary trainings that we are giving from K3 consultants till now and even in the past. Analytics, in terms of analytics, we have been training the people on data analytics, HR analytics, social media analytics, web analytics, different types of analytical skills we have been delivering. And then cyber security, yes, we have a team of people who are doing it on ethical hacking. I myself deal with ethical hacking, and we have experts who are taking care of ethical hacking, digital forensic, network forensic, and then web forensic. So different types of security trainings, and also we are giving the solutions for various problems. Recently, we have delivered it for 2 companies. Soft skills is another core area which we have been very much clear about. Leadership, yes, primarily this is done for the colleges and also for most of the companies through online. And machine learning, that is artificial intelligence, this is the one key area where we have a huge demand. And very honestly to tell you, along with IoT, very honestly to tell you, I'm still in the process of hiring people who can do training on all these areas, because we have the requirements. Since the last 25 to 28 days, I interacted with over almost 50 plus people who applied for an interview process where they wanted to be a part of this training team as trainers. But whatever the interactions have been done, whatever the interactions have been done, whatever the skill set they have been demonstrating, that was not really matching to my experience. Because I'll tell you what, my dear friends, when we are trying to learn something, it should be on an interdisciplinary. Like for example, I'm from an HR background, and so many people, I mean, a lot of people question me like, Karthik, you are from an HR background and you have been working as an HR for many years, and all of a sudden you are into a technology, that to ethical hacking, which is nowhere near to this. And I'm also into analytics. Absolutely, because the world is, I mean, the transformation is on the go and the world is changing a lot. Unless or until we peep into the other technology support, and if we still stick to our own domain, and if I say like I would like to do the trainings only on soft skills, or I will do it only for HR, then I don't really think that's going to work for us at any point of time. So it's very important to ensure that when we are learning something, it should be on a cross discipline. Like if you're a management guy, try to have some technology support, where tomorrow that is going to be the future for you. If you learn how cybersecurity, being a management fellow, you can be a part of that, data protection team in the company. Being an HR, how can you manage your clients, or how can you manage your employees data so securely and ensure that there are no breaches? If you are a student, develop a project for a college which helps your management and the college to be very much secured in terms of data. So we have a lot of things to discuss. I'll discuss one by one. And we have been very successful in offering internship programs for various students. This internship program has been given on HR, data analytics, cybersecurity, soft skills, marketing, and finance. And till now, since the last 2 months, we had 118 people who completed, and 46 people are ongoing with us. The only thing is, even though, I mean, initially I had a challenge in pulling the people for internship, but here what we are doing is, we are not just putting them on an internship, even though we don't pay any stipend. We are putting them on a training basis, where students take a training where they pay for that particular training with a nominal fee. And once the training is completed, they'll be made to work on a real-time platform of with a realistic data. Because from the management, students have got a lot of discussions. I mean, there were a lot of issues, like they say, sir, we apply for a HR internship and the company gives us an opportunity to support marketing or payroll team. So we are still trying to learn how an HR operates and what are the various factors that we need to look into in terms of this particular area. Till now, the 118 whoever have completed, whatever the core area has been assigned, and they have just done only that particular work. HR is HR, soft skills is soft skills. What is there to do in soft skills? Yes, there is a lot that me and my HR Sangeeta are supporting for this. In fact, a lot of activities are conducted, and I'm happy that Pratyusha and Karishma are also a part of this in helping the learners to take some activities. Data analytics is an area where we are helping people to learn HR analytics, social media analytics, and then web analytics. So again, a specialized area of learning where people will get to know a realistic experience. Why we are getting, or why we are making people to work like this? It's a 20-day program. It extends maximum up to 25 days. The reason why we are doing this is very, very simple. Tomorrow, because when I started hiring for the company, when I started rolling out an advertisement that I'm looking for some of the positions which I'll be sharing with you now. When I rolled out an advertisement, there are a lot of issues that have been happening. The students are failing in knowing how to send an email or write a professional email when they're applying for a job. And the way the resumes are coming are not in a proper format. I'm not sure who's, I mean, where are they getting trained or where are they learning it? And unfortunate thing is many of the students, they're just sending the screenshots of the resumes. That's the most pathetic thing. And the most important factor for HR internship, out of this 118, we had almost close to 60 people who did in HR itself. Because for an HR, the toughest thing or a challenging thing is they will be getting hundreds and thousands of emails in a day. They cannot open every single email and read. So what is the way how to identify which is a useful mail? For me, I have got a lot of emails on a daily basis. Like since the last 3 days, I had about close to 250 profiles. I've got about 250 resumes. None of the email has got a heading or a subject line has information that says I'm from so and so college, or on the body of the email which says I'm from so and so college. So how can I identify that a person is coming from which college? There is only one college from where I had one set of emails, that is from VBIT. The placement officer Sridhar Reddy garu has sent me a zipped file of almost close to, if I'm not wrong, around 30 to 40 people or more than that. So we have so many emails which have come in all the way. I mean, resumes from one particular college. I personally requested the TPOs to collect the profiles and send it. In fact, I have also rolled out a Google form where they can fill and upload the profile where we can scrutinize. And we really wanted to, conduct the interviews from this Wednesday. But looking at this particular situation, we have been postponing because refining the profiles and understanding the resumes is a big challenge. So this is what, and we'll discuss more on this. Now, as I initially said, because of the pandemic, we started working with various companies. We started working with multiple clients. Now we are in the process of collaborating with people. Say, for example, I'm a company who is into technology and management consulting. We are ready to collaborate with company who deals with financial operations, who can get funding support. We are ready to collaborate with company who can do the best branding and promotion. We are ready to collaborate with the company who can be another laboratory, kind of virtual laboratory, where our students who learn here can practically get the things taught over there. So we are really ready to work with real-time companies where we can share a lot of knowledge, get some lot of information, and all the database whatever I'm gathering today has already been shared with all these companies, because every company has a requirement to hire, and I'm trying to help with these companies to identify the best people. So we are ready to collaborate with the companies and individuals who can support us on various areas like training, administration, PRO, marketing or branding, whatever you wanted to call it as, and then HR systems. I'm not looking seriously for payroll at this point of time, but we will definitely look into it also. And at the same time, we are also looking to have people, if someone is there who is good with licensing or dealing with loan system, where they can say like, Karthik, these are the documents we need, and we can go for this particular bank or this particular system where we can get an investor's loan. I mean, like for this initial startup investment. So we have a lot of options to collaborate and work. My dear friends, one thing is very, very clear. And when it comes to working, we need to be very strict. We just can't be like very lenient. I mean, when we are collaborating and working on something, it's on a serious note. That means we'll fix up ourselves to one domain and we'll become master in that, and we'll support the company in that. If I say I'm going to brand on that, I'll be collaborating with K3 in terms of branding. Yes, you focus completely on branding and we'll help you whatever you need. What all we need is get the branding done and promotions done and let the people know what the company is all about. So we are very clear on it, because my previous experience of training the people from various government services, and also my interactions and meetings with the various people from defense and police, it has taught me to get myself fit into a certain set of discipline. Even in the groups, I keep myself very clear, and I instruct the people very clearly that we have certain set of rules and regulations to follow, and I don't go beyond that. Even in collaboration, we get into an agreement, we are ready to sign an MOU, we are ready to go as per the document, and we will not go out of that paper, and we will not execute anything. We will maintain the transparency, and we will have a dashboard which will help us to know what has come in and what is leaving. So one of the backend team is already working on the dashboard. So even on that particular aspect, we are looking for experts who can help us. We have been there in consulting since many years, and since 2016 we have been primarily into this consulting. We worked with, as I said initially, we are working with globally with more than 50 plus companies across the globe. I mean, across Europe, Malaysia, Canada, two countries in Europe itself, and one in Malaysia and one in Canada. Very soon we are going to have a discussion with a team from Singapore. We know that even pandemic is affecting all these things, but we have certain solutions where still we are able to generate the revenue for all these things. That means we are very good, or we are becoming rather masters in identifying those people where we feel like a productivity of learning, productivity of earning, and productivity of generating solution is absolutely there in place. So this is a current position. I mean, these are the current positions for which we are hiring people. We have received a couple of profiles for these particular requirements. We are going to take the interviews of those candidates who have sent the profiles, and we are very transparent. We are not going to pay anything on a full time for these people. It's on going to be on a freelancing. The project is there. You take the money and you can be silent. That's it. Because we wanted to stick to that particular basis as we have faced earlier challenges. We need performers. We don't want just people who speaks theory. That's what we are very clear about. So these are the things what we are going to primarily hiring solutions, corporate hiring solutions. Like I just said, if you are hiring, we are here to reduce your cost to at least 40 to 60, 50%. We have some strategies where we can reduce it. We can come up with that solution. Already we are giving it for two companies. So we are training on data analytics. We work on branding. In fact, we have a small but branding team, but still we are hiring some more experienced guys. So we are the both technology partner and management consultants collaboratively working. And just in the last 1 year, 2019-20, okay, we have made over 50 plus clients who gave us 5-star review. I mean, out of this 50 plus, again, we have 6 people who are from out of India. As I said, they are from the other countries. So that means we are trying to keep ourselves very broad and vast across various locations where we can make our presence on a different line. Everybody is trying to be the same person. They're trying to deliver the things on the same line where we feel like, okay, this is the solution what we can give. We are just trying to identify how differently we can be, and that's what we have been working since 3 months. The first initial month of pandemic has been very struggling, but today, yes, we have our own ways. So it doesn't matter how much time we spend online, it doesn't matter with whom, how many people we meet, but how much productive discussion we do and how quickly we convert it into a business model or a revenue model is what we do. And honestly telling you, my dear friends, whomever we are going to have as a freelance trainers, or whomever we are going to bring in as speakers from this particular module, I mean, from August first week, we are not going to take anyone's sessions for free of cost, nor we are not going to take any sessions for free of cost. It is absolutely clear the future is going to be online. Even the people who come for training, the people who support as speakers, that is their bread and butter. They need to survive. Even for us, this is the bread and butter. So we have come up with a final conclusion that no concept of giving anything for free, because it is a life for someone again. So we have conducted a lot of FDPs. I personally did over close to 40 plus FDPs in the last 3 months, faculty development programs, again, for which there were payments from AICT, so I mean, in the format of AICT and other things. I'm happy that few colleges have been repeatedly doing with me the same FD faculty development programs. We have the options to do everything on a very, very, very professional line. The reason why I said we are not going to do anything for free is, as long as you give something for free, there is no value. This is what we believe in, you know, on a very, very personal note. Because we wanted to okay, okay, so the major problem is when we are trying to deliver some content, when we are trying to deliver some subject, or when we are trying to speak with someone, the major problem is people expect something which is at times very, very sad to hear. Because we have been delivering the trainings, we have been interacting with people, we have been meeting so many clients online. Now what are the challenges we have is that very simple, that we are not getting the right people on board to work. We just don't want people on board, we want some right people who can be a part of a growing company. We don't say that we are going to pay high salaries, even that I'm going to discuss how much we are going to pay now. These are the current requirements what we have in terms of training. So we need freelance trainers for cybersecurity, machine learning, Python, R, and IoT. And the only concept is we want both freelancers as well as we are hiring full-time trainers. Full-time in the sense, yes, they'll be definitely having so many trainings in a month for which we'll fix a salary and they'll be getting that salary. And we assure that minimum of this many trainings will be given for that particular trainer. Absolutely, we are not going to say that, this month you don't have any training, so you will not be paid salary. Till now, we have been working with my team like that. I mean, the trainers whom we have, and they're absolutely okay with it. I mean, I really don't want to follow the same model that every company follows. We are trying to be somewhat unique, and there is something for even students here. Now, today I happen to identify almost 6 students from LinkedIn who got certified on cybersecurity, Python, and IoT. I personally spoke to every single student who are in third year and final year. The reason why I pulled them is after talking to them, I said I'll give them an opportunity. Let them prove themselves on a practical note where I give a problem they need to demonstrate. If that is what they are going to do, in a month, I'm going to assure that they will earn at least 10 to 20,000. This is what I'm going to pay them. As a student, if you're skilled, as a student, if you're talented enough, as a student, if you're passionate to teach, as a student, if you're ready to be a technical trainer or a soft skills trainer, I'm here to create a platform and I'm here to, just help you all. But one thing, my dear friends, many people says that Karthik, you ask the people, but you're not getting back. Yes, absolutely. Because that's my decision. Because when I'm trying to hire someone, I'll have 100 constraints. And when I meet people, all those constraints come in place. And if they filter all those things, that's when they'll be on board. So hiring is not so easy. Having someone on board is not so easy because it's our money, it's my money, what I'm going to spend. When before someone asks a question, why are you firing people, or why you're not hiring people, or why you're not coming back? Simple thing. You stand in the place of a business owner and try to understand if you are in the same position and if somebody questions you why you're not paying, why you're not doing, do we really be ready to pay money for that person who is potentially not fit to deliver anything? That means, will we be investing on something which is really not getting any results? I need a trainer. Training is not just opening the mouth and speaking, I believe. In fact, to be more precise, I don't need a trainer, I need a coach. A coach is someone who can drive the people on a very practical note and help the people to understand what exactly needs to be done. So that is what we need to actually be focused on. So in this aspect, I'm missing people. I don't want people who just come up and speak something and go away. What is it we are trying to deliver? What is it a student has learned or a trainee has learned? And did that really reach the person or not? So I'm looking out for coaches who would really be interested in doing this. We are hiring the people again on this. See, these are the developers. We are urgently looking for a mobile and web app developer. We are looking for an Arduino developer, I mean, programming expert, Arduino kit expert, and we need Java programmers. So we are hiring for these roles. I would give you the email address to where the profile should be sent. We need a website to be redesigned. We need a web application to be ready. We are also looking for the people who can prepare the contents, like content writers on a specific topic. They can come up with their own contents and we will be happy to have them, because this content is needed at many places and we are going to hire the people for content writing on specified topics. Say for example, if someone is really good in artificial intelligence, especially machine learning, and that too using Hadoop. If someone is good in data, I mean, so for example, big data, if someone is good at Hadoop or someone is good at Python programming, you come up with your 15-minute content, you make a PPT or make a video and deliver, and that's more than enough. So we are looking for some content developers also. So we are also looking for all these developers team. And these hirings, whatever we are planning to do, the people will be onboarding us from the month of August. So that's very urgent. Management, we need business developers, we need PROs, public relations, and then branding and promotion team. In branding and promotion, we already entered into an MOU with a couple of companies and they are ready to start the operations. But still, we are looking for better teams because we are already spread across India. We are there in Pune, Mumbai, and also in Varanasi. So we just need to spread around. The biggest question here is what are the salaries that are, yes, Padmaja madam, we are going to hire people for verbal ability and even for English language. So this is the email address. Kindly share your profiles, whoever are there. We'll get back. My HR will get back on this. They'll take an initial call. Later call I'll be taking. So what are the salaries that are going to range? I mean, what are the salaries that we are going to pay for anyone in this particular industry? So as I said, freelancers, I can assure that they can earn a minimum of 10,000 to 20,000 in a month. That's one thing. And number two, for full-time people, we are starting our salaries from 22,000 and goes as per experience. And the biggest thing is all works virtually. There is no physical office for the next 6 months. You will speak to me virtually. You will work with us virtually. We will have a dashboard where we will work on this. And primarily, we are also meeting colleges. We are also having colleges. We are planning to set up our virtual office in few campuses where students will be trained online and start production. This is what we are actually planning to do now. This is what we are going to do. So salaries would be ranging, and those who are previously experienced and on that particular salary, we will discuss if that is really worth. And again, we want people, especially from management background, who are going to be very strategic in speaking or in delivering the things, my dear friends. Overall picture, who will be the audience for verbal and English language? Yes, ma'am, you please send me. We have students who will be the primary audience, and also we have some small scale startups who are looking out for communication skill experts. We'll get back on this. So overall, my dear friends, K3 Consultants is looking out for people who can work in technology and management developments, like technology development and also in terms of management team, like HR, PROs, and then branding teams. And we are a company who are budding up. Now the things are not in a proper shape. So we decided to collaborate with people and then start working. Collaboration is our biggest strength. As I said, this is what we are going to do. We are not going to be away from anyone. These are the prime areas where we are delivering our solutions already: corporate hiring solutions, data analytics, and all this. So we are looking out for those trainers who are really ready to work as freelancers, where we can work together to make it as a big organization. And not only that, we assure we don't ask any sessions for free, and we also assure we don't take any sessions for free. So we want people. We are going to start interviews from Wednesday. We will hire people who will work virtually. We need about 5 people for branding. Business development, 2 people for branding as a full-time employees. Web developers, website and mobile app developers is what we are looking for, as I said. And Arduino kits, using Arduino kits who can come up with smart projects. We are ready to invest on these projects. Just we need people. And we are also looking for the advisory members who can be who can help us to get connected with government projects or government loan facilities, where whoever gets that, we are going to appoint one financial advisor in a senior role who knows all these licensing and other activities, who will be responsible for bringing in all the loans and other process and the legal aspects to be completed. So a senior advisor in terms of legal and financial aspect also, we are going to hire the person. Whoever would like to apply, whoever would like to be a part of our team, again I'm I'm resubmitting my our official email address. k3consultants.com. This is where you all can you know you all can be a part of this. And this is what in brief about. So I really do most of the time many technical and non-technical sessions, but today I thought let me directly talk to people and inform what is that I'm looking for. So thank you so much. And we are now going to have a interaction, rather a discussion, where I would love to listen to people who will be asking questions or any collaborations. Yes, we are ready to get into an MOU. Of course, we'll have more discussions. We are already there with 2 colleges in North India and submitted 3 proposals for, another 3 colleges in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So we are going to work on a real-time basis, and all these company collaborations we have on Loopline now. By August first week, we as a consortium of 15 companies, we are going to start working, and this is already almost a process is completed. So already 10 companies have completed the documentation, 5 more in pending, out of which 2 are completely with MOU where we interchanged the documents, exchange the documents also. So this is something we have on a bigger line. We are going to work for what, across various verticals for various industries. We are looking forward to have people who are looking for a growth, but which will not happen on a quicker or an immediate note. Looking at the pandemic situation, we have some small, downtime, and it will take some more time for us to come up with all these aspects. So whoever are seriously interested, who feels like, yes, I would like to have a proper growth in coming up with a rather good skill set. So industries are looking for those people. It's not about what you put on your resume. They're looking for the people who speak whatever is printed on the resume on a practical sense, because I've been taking interviews. Students publish a lot of things on the resumes that I'm good with Windows, I'm good with Java, I do this, I do that. Even looking at the projects, what they do, when I ask them, how do you practically convert this, what are the tools you need, if I'm ready to invest on it, how much, how do you get it outside, they say like, sir, it is just my idea, I don't know how to do it. So when we say you don't know how to do it, seriously, my dear friends, company, not that every company will entertain this. When you're ready, going for a war, be ready, gear up, prepare yourself, and ensure that you are ready for the war. So be mastered in one skill. My simple suggestion: you keep getting 100 webinars in a day, you keep getting 100 certification courses in a day, but there is no point in being in all those courses and on all these sessions. Just be master in one thing. If you feel like my future can be in artificial intelligence, get mastered in machine learning or learning Python or big data, whatever it is. Wherever you feel like I can be good in this, this is my confidence, and this is my next 5 years future. Just be a master in it, and nobody is going to say for no for it. If you keep on floating, today I will learn analytics, tomorrow I'll learn security, day after tomorrow I'll look into, machine learning, or I'll write algorithms, etc, etc, etc. Okay. uh, I mean, I'm seriously requesting all of you to please focus on it. And training is something where you will not get anything for free. As long as you are getting for free, look at the quality but not quantity. That is something I would like to advise. If I would have thought of if I would have thought of going everything for free or look only for free courses, it would have been something today. I have spent almost 2.3 to 5 lakhs exclusively on cyber security courses. Lakhs, not even thousand. I'm not asking you to do that, but there are certain courses where you need to learn with a certification, and that courses will help you to get a career. Imagine your profile with a logo of certification, SaaS, cyber security, etc. Today, the 5 students with whom I spoke, when I looked at the profile, they were all certified. They did not just get a certificate, they're certified. You first get a certificate, no problem, but you get certified on that area, but be mastered in one particular area. So Sridhar Reddy sir, everybody is unmuted, like they can unmute and everything. So I may
Sir,
request principal sir from VBIT to have a word, sir.
Good evening, all.
Very good evening, sir.
At the outset, I would like to thank you, Mr. Kartikeya, for your wonderful discussion, wonderful
Sir, sir.
elaboration of various aspects related to the students' growth and their
Sir,
career.
sir.
In fact, because of some other preoccupations, I could not join earlier than 6:15.
Sir, sir.
But last half an hour or so, I am very keenly listening to you, and really very enterprising. And these are some of the budging areas, very, very important areas for all the students of CS and IT in very particular. So I hope that your discussion would be useful to all the students,
Yes,
and
sir.
they can get a thread out of it, and they'll pick up, and they will take some useful suggestions from you. And I hope to see a long-term association with K3. And it's really very enterprising and very, very useful discussion, Mr. Karthikeya. So on behalf of the college, I would like to thank you for sparing your valuable time at the weekend. So thank
Sir.
you for that. And I also would like to thank the students for joining in big numbers. and seriously listening to all the discussions. And I would like to congratulate Sridhar Reddy for being a liaison between Karthikeya K3 and our BB80 students. So first two Ks I'm able to understand. Karthikeya currently I'm not sure about the third K. I think if it is after your name.
Yes, sir. Karthikeya Kumar Kadainti, K3.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine, Karthikeya. So I would like to again acknowledge my greetings to you. So thank you for all your valuable time and sharing all your knowledge with our young students.
Sure, sir.
And thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So I'm happy that Sridhar Reddy has been supporting, being a part of many sessions, and that's one thing. When every college people have sent their resumes separately, now that's only one college from where I got everything as one bundle, which made my job very easy to analyze the profile. So by Wednesday, we are planning to start the interviews. Even if the students will not, I mean, if they are not able to clear the interviews, no worries. We are there to support them. For any company, we'll help them to get selected. So that's my support from, I mean, in terms of selection process, I'll support your college, sir.
Okay, thank you, Karthikeya. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We have questions from Sujata Garu. She says, I mean, she's an English language trainer with 7 years of experience, and she's from, I mean, she did certifications from Bangalore also. Yes, ma'am. Probably, see, the biggest challenge is there are a lot of trainers today. So what we are trying to do is we are identifying some real potential needs, and that's where we are aligning the trainers today. So you kindly mail in your profile to the email address which I have given. I mean, on the chat window, careers@k3consultants.com. We'll put it across and we'll identify such corporates or colleges where your services are needed. And you can come up with a curriculum. The biggest challenge is trainers. You please design your own curriculum and content and then come up with it. You cannot, please don't ask us to prepare because it's your idea. It should come from your Google Drive. So it's very important that as a trainer, we need to prepare our own material, our own curriculum and say, Karthik, this is what I would like to deliver and just get me a platform. Yes, I'm absolutely ready to do that. With all the companies where we have collaborated, at least one or two companies will help us to get into a better platform for rendering the services. So, I mean, delivering the things. I'll definitely help you, ma'am. I'll definitely do that. And Arun Yen, he says, hi, sir. So very thoughtful. And thank you so much for all this. Let's hope for a mutual beneficial association. Absolutely, Arunji. And I'm really happy for this. I've dropped in my personal and official email ID. You can definitely get in touch on it, or you can ping me on WhatsApp after this call so that I'll get connected with you tomorrow and I will be able to speak to you. I'm really looking out for collaborations. I don't mind whoever is so small or so big, as long as we have some deliverable productive ideas and we can take the things very clearly forward, because my vision for the next 2 years is there and I would like to work on the same line. And trust me, I'm currently handling a team of totally 48, where only 3 are sitting in Hyderabad, 1 in Guntur, rest all are virtual. In fact, these are also virtual, but directly and indirectly supporting me. So this is very important. So yeah, Sridhar Reddy garu, sir.
Sir,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I have to thank you actually for detailed, elaborated, whatever thoughts you are having, you had elaborately explained to our students.
Sir, sir.
Hopefully, students get recruited. And
yes,
we are looking forward to Wednesday. As you said, we will be looking forward for that, and we will inform students to attend the interview. Sir, only one. My question is, whatever the students' resumes are there, you will shortlist or?
No, we'll do it, sir. We'll shortlist it. No, we will take the first round of interview for everyone, and then we will see who can be moved for the next rounds. We'll initially screen the students.
One thing, sir. So actually. Okay, sir. Just a correction, sir. I am not the placement officer. My placement officer is Mr. Anil from my college. Actually, I am a coordinator, academics
no
coordinator
problem,
BBIT.
No problem, sir. No problem, sir. Okay, so we'll initially screen the candidates with the first round, preliminary round of interview, and then after that, we'll decide who will be going for the next rounds. So those profiles which we have received, we'll first initially complete them. If someone is not found from that, we'll again ask for more profiles, sir. And I will also, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your support.
Sir. Thanks. Yeah, actually, I have to thank you, sir. Thanks. Thank you, Les. Thank you, sir.
So, and also I should thank Oblesh Garu being here from Malardi Group of Institutions. And we have a question: do we need training for the freelancing? Absolutely. See, we are one thing is here because many people approached us for freelancing options and everything. If you are already certified and everything is in place, absolutely no problem. Because initially in the past we had a complex issue, like we hired a couple of freelancers, but the way the trainings have been delivered and that the sessions have been conducted by the people and the type of feedback we received from them was not absolutely to the mark, so we had to stop those trainers in between and then go with other trainers. So we are going to take a formal interview even for the trainers. We will monitor some of the key areas. I mean, we'll interview those areas and we'll observe how they are going to deliver the things. They need to give a demo. If that is going to be delivered on the same way, then absolutely fine. If something is going to be wrong, I mean, all these points will be mentioned in an agreement when we start working with people. So that will be done. Yeah. So, Anil sir, we talk soon. Giri Garu. Okay. So the primary thing is we are looking out to collaborate with colleges directly. We are in terms of technology development, and currently 2 colleges have permitted to establish our company on their campus premises, where the students will have an opportunity to lively work with us, even currently on a virtual mode. So our technical team and the team who sits in abroad, they are going to support the students. So these 2 colleges, we are going to launch K3 consultants on these colleges by the month of September virtually. By then, if the situation support, we'll go physically, and the place is getting ready for all the establishment in the campus now. So 2 colleges, they're already there. We would look forward to work with more institutions on these lines. Any other questions, any other discussions we have? Venkateshwar sir.
Thank you, Kartikeya and his team for associating with our students.
Sir, sir.
And thank you very much for your valuable suggestions and valuable discussion with our students.
Sir, sir.
And thank you very much for sparing with us. And thank you, thanks our management, principal sir and Sridhar sir. And 100% will encourage our students to attend the interview, which is going to conduct on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
With our students. So already they learn many courses, so they are ready to face any type of interview. I hope during college days only they learn many things. We trained
great.
SAP, Salesforce, data analytics, all these things we trained to our students. So they are ready to face the interview. And once again, thank you, Kartikeya and his team for associating our students. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for your words. Sir, I want to be a Python developer. May I know the training fee? Yes, Sharath, you can send us an email, or you can, Karishma, can you share our WhatsApp group, like the 21st Century Second group link, so that people can join and get the details from that particular group? Those who are willing to know, they can join that particular group. Sharath, you can be a part of that, or you can ping us on WhatsApp. We'll give you all the details, sir. So one simple thing, my dear friends, I would like to say, it's not only K3 or any other company to that matter. And very clearly to say, recently I have acquired this company completely. So I'm now the owner. Even though I'm the owner, I'm still continuing in the same AVP role. And I'm going to appoint a founder. I'm like a CEO person. I mean, we are even looking for the tough leadership of one person who can manage the company and all the things. So we are also in search of that senior leader position. So for which we have got few profiles that will not be interviewed by me. There is another senior person who will be taking care of it. So we have an industry expert who will be doing. And one more thing is, I would like to suggest everyone to get the skills learned. As see, very few colleges confidently speak about their students. Now Venkateshwar sir, and when I spoke with Sridhar Reddy Garu, and the words I heard from Amarinder sir, the words they spoke about their students and the confidence that is given is really, really wonderful. That means now I have a vision about, or a picture in my mind, like, okay, what are the things I can check with these students. So as long as you're on the campus within that four walls or that compound, there is a lot to learn. Don't say that my teachers didn't teach me anything, my mentors didn't tell me anything. We are all self-learning people. There is a way to learn, there is a scope to learn. What you need to do is just give 1 hour or 2 hours in a day, go to Google, download some valuable information. Instead of spending time on gaming, you start developing games. Instead of spending time on unnecessary apps, you start coming up with apps. Because tomorrow when you go for an interview, instead of just showing your resume, you show something which you worked on and which is in a visually, I mean, a visible product oriented. You say that this is the app I have developed, this is a website I have come up with, this is the product we designed, me and my team. You know what will happen? The company will not have anything else to question, because visually you are proven there. They will have that confidence in you, and they will say, absolutely fine, you know what, you are going to be one of those masters. So when you're trying to learn something, if you want to grow as an entrepreneur, if you want to grow as that person who has a great plan for the future, try to visualize the things and get the results in a visual format. Like, come up with products, show that yes, this is my outcome. It's not just a piece of paper what I call as a resume. This is a product I have developed, and this is what the company can see when they have to get my name. So this is something we need to be very, very clear. And a lot many students are doing on this. I've been hearing from many colleges that our students developed these tools, these applications, these sort of projects they have done on IoT, all these things. When you're able to do all these things, you have a platform here who are ready to showcase you, who are ready to show you what you can be for the future. If you have developed something, reach us and we will help you to, actually do something more than that. Because the campus ambassadors we are hiring now, they are not just for time pass. They are the people who achieved something already, and that's when they're already there, even on my website officially. These people are not just here for the slide, they're already on my website. I'm looking out to have at least best 5 campus ambassadors from every institution who have got a productive outcome. So my dear friends, gear up, be unique, work something, and deliver the results. Show the society that you are spending some valuable time in learning the things, and come up with results. That's more than enough. So a big thanks to Sridhar Garu again, Venkateshwara Garu, and Principal Sir, and Obalesh Garu from Mallaredi College, and Giridhar Garu, and to my entire team who are here. And we also have Sanjay sir. I mean, Sanjay sir, I know him. Very good evening, Sanjay sir. So I know sir since almost 2018 itself. We met in an event, but today, wherever there is an entrepreneur meeting, wherever there is a growth point or a growth factor, he says, Karthik, you be there. So that's something I have learned from him. That means he keeps pushing people, he keeps supporting people. It's not just like he wanted to grow, he is making others also to grow. So that's something I learned from various people being with such great guys. So that's really great. Thank you so much, sir, and thanks to every single individual who are here. So is anything else that someone would like to say? Students, you can ask any questions if you have. You can unmute and speak up. And one more important factor, my dear friends, learn this. Even at the interview, when you're going for an interview, tomorrow you start working in companies. When somebody says, ask any questions. If someone says you have any doubts, ask for that. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. Because, okay, the reason is, if you don't get your doubt clarified then and there is no chance that you might get it clarified later. Today morning yesterday I was doing a small session, and today morning one girl pinged me. She misunderstood the concept which I said yesterday, and she said, sir, this is how I understood. I asked her, why you did not ask yesterday. She said, I was feared. There is nothing to fear. I mean, like, manufacturing wise I might look a little odd, but you know what, don't think that way. But you open up, ask questions, because it's your job, it's your life. If you don't ask, if you don't speak, there is nothing that we'll be able to achieve, because even in the interviews at the last, the HR will ask you, do you have any questions for me? I mean, to the HR. And our people will be like, no questions. And the moment they walk out of the room, that's when they'll get all the questions. And they'll come back and say, sir, I have a doubt. So this habit will start only when you start asking questions in the classroom, when you start interacting with teachers, and that's when you can ask questions in the sessions. You can ask questions in the, even in interviews. Ask questions, interact. That's a one platform. Trust me, if we are going to be silent like this, the future is going to be silent, because all the classes will happen live, I mean, virtually. The teachers will see you virtually. The interactions will happen virtually. So silence cannot be there on virtual mode. So it's your career. I'm here to help you for the career. If you say that, sir, I would like to work with TCS, yeah, ask me. I'll guide you how to get into TCS. It's not like only for my company. I can help you where you want to go. When the internship will start, Monica says, Monica, I would like to know what is that internship? I mean, in which area you wanted to do the internship? Because we have a new batch of internship starting from Monday for HR and soft skills. There is a batch starting. Already one batch of data analytics is going, and we have another batch of cybersecurity and data analytics going to start from coming Wednesday. So for which we'll be sharing the details, and those who are interested, they'll be able to get it. Thank you for the session. I'll reach you by sending my resume. Yes, Sharath, you can. So again, I'm repeating it. Those who have any queries or you want to send your profiles, Karishma has sent the email address careers@k3consultants.com, or you can send it to info@k3consultants.com, where you can actually try to reach us for any collaborations or information, or you can even type, I mean, I'm just typing it again. This is for any collaborations. And if you have anything to write to my personal mail ID, yes, this is, and this will be our official number, where either me or one of my team would answer you for any questions. Rather, you can drop in a WhatsApp message and we'll give a call back, or you can call us directly and we'll speak to you. So gear up, learn the things, don't hesitate. It's your time, it's your life. Once, by the time COVID ends, I mean, like, I don't want to say COVID ends, by the time companies will restart hiring people, so which is non-predictable. So whenever they start hiring, all of a sudden it might happen again. So don't worry, just get gear up and be ready. Arun N says those people who develop the ability of continuously acquire new and better forms of knowledge that they can apply to their work and to their lives will be the movers. Absolutely. Brian Tracy, yes, absolutely, sir, you are true. So it's all a continuous learning. We just need to gear up, we need to gain the knowledge, and we need to speak. This is what we have been doing. And I primarily focus globally. And even now locally also. But development is what we need. Let us grow together, work together. This is a time where we need a hand in hand. We cannot say independently that I'm this, you do this. And one suggestion, focus on what you need. Focusing on 100 things is not a big thing. Focusing on one thing is what you need to do, and primarily do that and achieve the results in it. And it's going to make a big future. Because you might think of 10 skills, but be a master in one. The old quotation says, jack of all, master of none. Don't get into everything, and don't say that I'm into everything, but I'm not mastered in everything. Get mastered in one thing. And that makes a very big difference for everyone. Right? So that's all from my side. Thank you so much, all the participants. Anything else?
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, I have a doubt that can you please explain more about the internships for the Python internships or anything?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
the step-by-step agenda, first, do we have any interviews for the internships, testing our skills?
That's a 3-step process. I mean, recently we started it. The 3-step process is, initially, once we get the profiles, we'll talk to the candidate. Okay. Once we talk to the candidate, we'll assess the candidate on certain areas. If we feel like the student is absolutely in place, then we'll directly put him on an internship with a live work, where they will be getting support from our Python expert, and they'll be working on a real-time project for 10 days. And in case if the student is interested and not sure of Python or whatever the area they're trying to focus, they'll be undergoing a 1 week training for which they'll be paying away a nominal amount of maximum 500 to 1000 rupees. And they'll undergo the training, after which they'll be put on a live process, which will go for 20 days, not 10 days. It will go for 20 days. So they'll be assessed and we'll not give the certificate till the time they get mastered in that one particular area. So we'll make sure that they will walk out as a master.
So you will provide the internship and not any other company?
No, it's only we are doing it in collaboration with 2 other companies.
Okay. So you will certify us for the any
Exactly.
training, right?
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Any other discussions? Any other questions we have? Any audience would like to say something? Giri sir, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Giridhar sir. So in our team, like Giridhar Garu is the one who made me to get in touch with Sridhar Garu actually. So though he stays very busy, he will definitely be there in my session all the time, Giridhar Garu. So thank you so much, sir, for that. And we'll get in touch. I mean, it's again a team as well.
Thank you, sir. Thanks you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, I thank Karthik sir, Girdhar sir, and everyone. And students, it might be, say, for them, whatever right now sir has said, please to make a note, and it might be helpful in wherever you go. It might be helpful for future in wherever you go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much for being a part of this, and thanks for being so patient on a weekend evening. So thank you so much, friends, and see you all. And this video will be available on the channel, YouTube channel. So I'll share the link and join the group, and you will have more speaker sessions. We have started a series of CEO speaker sessions in which the first session happened from Dr. Mr. Srikanth, and we are going to have some more sessions related to AI, SaaS, and other technologies. And we are also going to have the sessions on soft skills from former vice presidents and HR groups, peer groups, and all. So a lot more to come in. Don't miss it. Be a part of that group, and we'll help you all to learn a lot of things. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care of your health and take care of yourself for the weekend. And not only that, be away from COVID. I mean, all these viruses, right? Pani puri tastes good, but not at this time. Let it be homemade. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.